Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namah. Hazra used to practice much japa and austerity here. The topic going on is the worldly people, how they meditate and why don't they get the spiritual experiences, what is expected of their sadhana, because deep within their heart is the desire for enjoyments and mind goes on clinging to that even during the japa, meditation, dhyana and all the spiritual practice. They are doing worship but mind is somewhere else. This makes them pass through the external observance without an internal content. With that respect, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, Hazra used to practice much japa and austerity here, but in the country he has his wife, children and land. Therefore, along with his spiritual discipline, he carried on the business of a broker. Such people cannot be true to their word. One moment they say they will give up fish, but next moment they break their vow. Momentary, they feel, they understand, but the past momentum is driving them from within. Is there anything that man will not do for money? He will even compel a Brahmin or a holy man to carry a load. When I was on the banks of Narmada, on one side is Vindhya Hills, on other side is the city of Hoshangabad and all these regions. In the Vindhya Hills is a forest. What separates the city's side and from this forests is just a river, Narmada river. That is hilly region. These are plains like for long distances. So people settle down on the plains rather than climbing the hills and getting down and the forest area. But they go there to collect the wood and all these forest products and all. And some people, they used to stealthily, most of these regions are teak wood forests. And these people who steal away from the forest without the knowledge of the foresters and forest department, they fell down the trees, allow it to dry up there, slowly cut the trunk, because huge forest, they have their own regions and people to watch from distance, give them signals. And a few sadhus used to live here and there in the forest with small needs being satisfied, a morsel of food they need. They know some plants, some roots and fruits which they can eat in the forest. And with that they are satisfied. Some leaves they will bring, they will boil it. And they will living. And these thieves who take away the wood and all from the forest, in the forest to carry it's very difficult. They cannot take the vehicles or even two-wheelers or anything so easily, because it is only surface is not even, earth is not even, and full of trees and bushes in which you cannot drive, but you can walk through. So they used to catch hold of these sadhus. They will threaten them, I am going to beat you if you don't. Carry it and give it to me on the bank of the river. And by chance, the forest department tries to hide and watch anybody taking. They will run away and the sadhus will be caught. They also understand, because genuine people, if they don't do, they will beat them. And these people used to carry. If you carry, I will give you food. If you don't carry, I will beat you. Be ready to receive the beatings. So, if they beat 3-4 days, they cannot move their bodies from the ground. For the fear of beating, and for a few years they will struggle and then leave and go to some other place, some other problem will be there. But I saw, so many used to, daily one log of wood I have to go and throw it. Even if for my food I have to do something. Doesn't matter. Instead of getting beating and running about here, there in the forest, hiding my head, let me do. They will carry the wood and put and come. How the people used to exploit this. Sri Ramakrishna says, if for the sake of money, people are ready to. Is there anything that man will not do for money? He will even compel a Brahmin or a holy man to carry a load. In my room, sweets would turn bad. Still, I could not give them away to the worldly minded. I could accept dirty what from others, but not even touch the jar of the worldly person. See how the vibrations start working to keep themselves pure. Suppose a worldly man cooks for you and you eat that, somehow the vibration, what is he thinking, what is his mind and heart is set, those vibrations will be carried through the food and it will affect. Suppose a person is repeating the name of God and cooking the food, it will be like Amrita. It keeps the mind calm and quiet, joyful. It makes him think of divine. In Mahabharata, a story comes that a holy man is going in the forest, some village passing through. He has to spend his night. He begs here, there, and sees a place, a small hut. He has to take rest in that. He thinks nobody is there, let me take rest here. And then he opens it, nobody is there, empty, this one. He goes and stays. The whole night he is not able to sleep. Bad thoughts are coming, to kill someone, to harm someone. I am going to do like this. Then morning he gets up, same bad dreams, same bad thoughts. He comes out, he is feeling normal. Then a villager passes through. He has come there to give food. He is searching for the sadhu. Yesterday night I saw a sadhu. Where has he gone? Then he says, he comes to the sadhu and asks him to take food. Then he explains to him how he spent his night yesterday night to that person. I was sleeping. The moment slowly bad thoughts start coming. To cut a tree, to pluck a something of the others to snatch away, to kill. These things never came to my mind any time. I never experienced or seen a scene like that. These things, in dream also it was coming like that. Then that person is told, here it is the place where the thieves and looters stay for temporarily while going on their way. How the vibration. When Sri Ramakrishna used to be there, if worldly people come and sit somewhere and he will give them instruction, talk to them lovingly, everything is there. But when they go away, he will ask his disciple to sprinkle Ganges water there to purify that. He says, if a worldly man or a holy man sits 7 cubits depth, the vibration will be there. A holy man sits and goes, holy vibrations will be there. Bad man sits and goes, bad vibrations will be there. So this food prepared, brought, and holy people have brought good food, and to give it to them, it is a prasad of God maybe. Oh, they will eat this and go and do bad things, and the donor will be affected by that. Because he is the agent. Now, I give 5 rupees to a beggar, and the beggar goes and purchases a knife and kills someone. I am responsible for his act. I have given that money. With my money, he has bought that knife. I may not be knowing at all that act, but I have to. That's why whatever we give away, always we say, Krishnarpana, Krishnarpana, Sri Rama Krishnarpana. Oh, I am giving this to the Lord. In everyone there is the indweller and there is the Jivatman and Paramatman. I am seeing the Paramatman and giving, then I am free from the acts. If I see the person and give, then it becomes a bondage. Sri Ramakrishna never used to give because it is going to affect the donor. In my room, sweets would turn bad. Still, I would not give them away to the worldly minded. I could accept dirty water from others, but not even touch the jar of the worldly person. At the sight, because it may not directly actually affect Sri Ramakrishna. They are like golden pots which will never rust. But still, he has to observe all this to show to a normal sadhaka who is going to be affected. How parents live, the children try to copy it. Everything you can see, elder brother takes a spoon to eat, younger wants that. He too wants a spoon to eat. He is eating with hand, he wants to eat with hand. He is ready to eat with hand. Like that, you will copy the elders and follow. It becomes a so yadyad achariti shrestha taddadeva tero janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. Bhagavad Gita. Whatever the great people follow, others try to imitate that and follow. Now Sri Ramakrishna is recklessly eating everything from everybody's hand. These two people. And these Sri Ramakrishna may not be getting affected because he is beyond everything. But these people will be affected. So every bit I have to walk as I want my disciples to walk. I cannot be though it is not going to affect me. I have to walk in the way I want others to walk. At the sight of rich people, Hazra would call them to him. He would give them long lectures. He would say to them, "You see, Rakhal and other youngsters, they do not practice any spiritual discipline. They simply wander about merrily. Youngsters, Rakhal, they are stalwarts, spiritual stalwarts. Rakhal, Naren, who is going to become Vivekananda, Brahmananda, all these 16 disciples, they are youngsters. Just maybe have just entered into the college days. Sri Ramakrishna is bringing them up like the eggs we keep in the incubator to make them. They also tell, we did not know how we realized God. In singing and dancing and eating and joyful living, we realized God. Because the seed of Kamini Kanchana, the possession and enjoyments, Kamini means all types of enjoyments, even comforts of the body. Kamini. Kanchana is the possession, enjoyments and possessions. These two, the seed itself is destroyed. Dagda bija. Now live as you want in the world. Joyfully live. Once you get inner freedom, then you are safe. A man may live in a mountain cave, smear his body with ashes, observe fasts, and practice austere discipline. But if his mind dwells on worldly objects, on woman and gold, I say, shame upon him. But I say that a man is blessed indeed who eats, drinks, and roams about, but who keeps his mind free from woman and gold, free from enjoyments. He is immersed in God. He is freely moving about in the world, joyfully like a child, unbound by the nature's qualities, sattva, raja, tama. He doesn't have desires, worldly desires. He doesn't have likes and dislikes. He is moving about freely like a child. Child doesn't have any likes and dislikes. Momentary he likes this, next moment he leaves and goes away. Next something he catches, leaves and goes away. He is not bound by it. His likes and dislikes are just momentary. And because his inner joy, a butterfly is flying, he wants to catch it. He runs here, there, this, behind that. It flies away. He calmly sits there. How the mind of a child works, you see. On pure his own joy, inner joy. When inner joy is there, external movements and things are just a reflection of the inner joy. It looks he is attached to certain things, but inner joy dominates the small children. Like that, these people, pointing to Mani Malik, there is no picture of a holy man at his house. Divine feeling is awakened through such pictures, an important thing. I went to US. Most of the houses I saw, their own pictures, not even a single picture of God or Goddess or a holy man. Neatly, a particular area, Everything is finely designed and kept everything. A place is meant for pictures. They will adjust in such a way, there are various pictures in beach, here, there, in various dresses. All these are put systematically. If you look, it looks a world of enjoyments, as if they are happy with this world. And nowhere the holy, not even a single God's picture or a holy man's picture, their own images. They are trying to preserve their individuality. They are trying to preserve their personality and project only one phase of their existence. Behind those joys and this one, the rotten inner drives are working. Then some houses are there, no pictures of their, single picture is not there. One or two beautiful pictures of divine. A saint sitting in meditation, only one picture. A rich man feeding a beggar, keeping his hand on the shoulder of that. He is helpless old man. He is making him, feeding. He is with all his riches like a royal king. A beggar in the street with torn clothes, unable to stand, old age. He is making him lay his head on his shoulder and feeding him. Love and compassion, humility and kindness. How the ideals are placed for youngsters to grow. And how the differentiation, a picture of a holy man, a picture of love and compassion, how it changes the whole picture you see. We must have ideals. First, values. When does values enter into our life? When I and mine and for me subside. Everybody is running after I, that ego, I, mine and for me. Whatever he does, for me, for me, for me. Whatever he, mine, mine, mine. I, mine and for me. When this subsides, he starts looking around. Otherwise he looks self-centered, self-conscious. Then as his heart expands, this is totally constructed, I, my family. Then a little opens up heart and mind. He looks around. Others are there. He feels concern. Oh, he is unhappy. He has lost his job. He has lost his wife. He has lost his parents. He is an orphan. All these sufferings and joys of the world, he opens up. Why some are suffering? Why some are enjoying? Can't they share each other? All these thoughts come. Then values come into picture. Till then values do not enter. I should not harm anybody. I should not snatch away anything. I should not take corruption. I should not go in immoral ways. I must observe legitimacy. All these values, I must tell truth, enters into the heart. Then when it expands to the universal level, your heart, whole global level, then you start weeping for the suffering mankind. Everybody you see is hiding and weeping within his sleeves. What can I do for these people? He sees some unknown power governing the universe. Slowly, it understands the secret of life. Why suffering is there? Why joys are there? Why some people are suffering? Why then the karmic load and all this. His expansion now goes to the higher level. He brings ideal into picture. From values, now I have to sacrifice my life for others. I must sacrifice my life for the welfare of this society. I must sacrifice my life for my nation, my culture, my realization of God, my evolution to higher levels of consciousness. These becomes the ideals. How the evolution takes place in Jiva, you see. Now, here he is telling there is no picture of a holy man in his house. Divine feeling is awakened through such pictures. Here we see through such pictures the divine awareness, the divine feeling is. Now this is the basis of existence. This is the basis of evolution. First what expands is heart. Then comes the spiritual awareness. First thing is our intellect start reasoning for long. Then we see the intellect releases, logic and intellect, the reasoning and logic slowly goes behind. The world is not governed by logic, and it is all right for material world of external. When it comes to life and existence, reasoning and logic will not help. Nature and its laws come into picture. So, living according to laws of nature is dharma. Going against the laws of nature is adharma. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.